Hello once again everyone. Another episode of Weights and Measures. On today's meal prep we're going to be doing some ground turkey, red sauce over pasta, carrots and sour cream. I love the taste of sour cream and it also has some healthy fats in it. The calories that you're going to get from it is nil if you're doing a little bit of cardio or weightlifting. So let's hang out and let's get this together. So to start off, I'm going to put the ground turkey in, I'm going to do it right on top of the stove. I've got the stove on about 6 on my electric medium heat. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm going to put the ground turkey in there and I'm going to brown it. This is Shady Brook's lean ground turkey. I've got 3 pounds here. When my wife bought this, I thought she was nuts, but I use this now more than she does. It's a Pampered Chef ground beef chopper. It's amazing. I'm going to put up a little higher. So now that I've got that in the stove, on top of the stove, browning, I've also got my water for my pasta getting warm over here. I put a little bit of Celtic sea salt in there to make sure that the noodles don't stick together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some carrots. I'd like to have 3 carrots per meal that I'll eat. So I'm going to do this for 5 meals. I'm going to just take out 15 carrots. Not that carrot. It's a tiny little carrot. Super simple. I never want to make a meal that's really time consuming because I don't have a lot of time. So I'm just going to chop these up. I'm going to rinse them off real quick first. I don't know what was in that bag. I'm just going to chop them up like this. Put them into small pieces that they cook easy and they eat easy. Again, just like spinach, carrots are something you can hide into a lot of different recipes to get those really good nutrients that they have. And if you cook them right, they have a really good flavor. I'm not one for carrots and beef. Like if you do like a roast, I feel like it's kind of just turns into carrot meat. But if you chop them up and you only use a small portion, it's kind of the best of both worlds. While I'm cutting these up, I do want to give a shout out to CrossFit Park Meadows. I was out there in Colorado with my buddy Steve. Hooked me up with a shirt. It was a great environment, and definitely want to say hello to everybody out there. So I'm not going to bore you with the details of watching the ground turkey brown, but I'll look at this, I'll watch this, and I'll monitor this for probably another 20 minutes, and we'll come back and do the rest. All right, so my water is boiling. I'm just going to throw this in. And my turkey's almost brown already. Go off the timestamp, it might be 8 minutes. So super easy, super quick. I'm probably gonna spend 35 minutes on this whole meal for the week. It's gonna make 5 meals. I'm gonna make it something different from my other meals. That's browned up. I'm just gonna drain it real quick. Put it back in, put some seasonings on, and add my carrots. Oh man, made a mess. I promise if you start cooking more, you're gonna find really efficient ways to do things that are also cleaner. You don't want to come back and clean it again. Okay, so I'm putting it back on the stove. I'm gonna put it at a lower temperature, add my red sauce, my carrots, and my sour cream, and let it simmer for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna put some water in this, shake it up, and use the rest of it. My parents made me do that as a child. I'm sure everybody else's did too. I'm going to add a little bit of Celtic sea salt. And a little bit of Italian seasoning. Stir that around real quick. So for the sour cream, this is Daisy sour cream. That's the best sour cream. I'm gonna add a half cup. So this is a quarter cup, I'm gonna add 2 of them. I'm gonna stir this quick. trying to get the sour cream throughout everything. I don't want to just eat one clump of sour cream. Turn it up a little bit more. Ooh, stir my pasta quick. So my pasta's almost done, and I'm gonna let that simmer for about 12 minutes. After I get all the ingredients in there, I might add a little bit more pepper, maybe a little bit more Italian seasoning depending on the taste. But for right now, it's kind of just low and slow, and just let it simmer for a while. We'll come back again. Okay, so in total we have been cooking for exactly 30 minutes. The pasta is done. My carrots are still a little hard. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna basically just let them on the stove, let it cool down before I package it. And real quick, this is how I weigh my food. I just have a $20 Walmart scale. I use a Pyrex glass container. I put it on there, zero it out, and then I'll put my food in and measure it up. So this entire meal will be 600 calories, but it'll be 66 grams of protein. I use the Chronometer app now. My buddy Jason Wright, turned me on to it a couple days ago, and it's, in my opinion, a lot better than the fitness app from Under Armour. So I put all that data into my app, and it goes to your micronutrients, your macronutrients, everything. You can make your own recipes on there. So I actually really enjoy it. So I weigh it out and divvy it up for those 5 meals. Thanks for tuning in. It's, again, super easy. 30 minutes for the entire week for one nutritional meal that tastes really good. That's time well spent. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.